and gentlemen, and welcome to another One Piece manga review. This is chapter 1097, Jenny Guinea, however people are pronouncing it. I'm going to say Jenny. Welcome back to the Bros Who Think Network's One Piece reviews. Joining me as always, got my brother Jaz. Verson is away on work. We want to wish him good luck in what he's doing right now for his job. But me and Jaz are here holding on the fort. Jaz, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing great. The cold weather's been treating me nice.
Okay.
I've been actually sitting outside on my back patio.
Oh, okay.
It is so nice when it's not like in the triple digits and I can actually sit out there and breathe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not an outside guy either way, but I will say I've been walking Sheila a lot more because it's been cool. So it's like, oh, all right, I'm back to my nighttime walking with young Shields because it's just so cool outside. It feels good. So I'll give you that. I'll concede that. But during the day, I'm not going outside to sweat, nigga. What?
Nah, obviously outside during the day is nice. But that's because but it's gonna go back to probably being like high again. So I'm trying
I
to
hope
like
not.
I
would
really
love for it to
take
just
it
stay
in.
like this. Like coldest winter ever, put it in the tens in Louisiana. Fuck it.
I'd be cool with that. Look,
I mean, look,
I could always put on more clothes. I can't take off more clothes. You feel
that's
me?
what I'm saying. And like we already know that, the end is near. So like whatever, let it be cold, nigga.
Hey, oh God.
Oh shit. But we're here. I gotta review the latest One Piece chapter. Shortest One Piece chapter. There's only been 3 super short chapters like this. I like 803 and then like 8 something. So like there's been 13 pages, no break. Short chapter. I was wrong with the bet. I gotta give it to y'all. Y'all were right. We continued the Kuma flashback, but it's all leading to the ultimate Lyn theory, which became the Jaz Lyn bet, which has become something that I'm so ready to tell Verson I told you so, because he was adamant that Dragon was not coming to Egghead months ago. He thought I forgot because he came on our side of the bet, but I didn't forget. Him and Pharaoh was saying it wasn't going to happen. I'm ready for it. We just inching closer because Dragon is coming to Egghead.
We'll talk about it in the bets, but as of right now, especially with this chapter, bro, if like there's no way he's not showing up. And you know what? I'll say it right now. If he don't show up in chapter,
take his D away too, nigga. If we taking D's away, like I'm just saying.
No pause. No, I'm playing.
Sorry, Dr. Voodoo. You know we got love for you on this show, Dr. Voodoo. I still anti-twerk bull. I'm ready for my nigga Shanks to whoop his ass this week in the anime. It's gonna be a good time on Twitter seeing Dr. Voodoo's tweets Saturday, Sunday, and Monday about twerk bull. But I gotta say, if Dragon don't show up, he let this nigga Kuma wife die, and now you letting his daughter die? Nigga, take that D from that man. So, if not Dragon, Ivankov gotta show up. That's Bonnie, your niece, Ivankov.
Hey, look, after 1100, we gonna learn if Luffy's the only one worthy of it. Because Luffy stand on business. I don't know about the other two. I'm
waiting to see. We're starting already. Let's just jump into it. The chapter starts off with us seeing Kuma a little bit older, what he's doing in his town. We see that the king sucks and really just wants to be a celestial. We see Kuma learning about the pawpaw fruit stuff, about how he can take away pain, whatnot. He's taking away the villagers' pain. They end up splitting the Sorbet Kingdom into 2 halves. The halves the king can pay for, and then Kuma's half with the poor and old people. They send him to jail, but who comes? Dragon and Ivankov, baby, the freedom fighters. Kuma joins, Guinea joins, and then it turns into the Revolutionary Army with Dragon as the leader, Kuma as 3rd in command, and Ivankov as 2nd in command. They're doing some mission, and all of a sudden we find out Dragon say Jinny's been captured. So let's jump in, Jaz. Where you want to begin? I know you got a lot of love for Kuma.
Let's go top down, man. Let's go top
ahead.
Down, man.
Start us off, brother.
Let's go, man. Look, this Kuma from okay, so like initially when we met Kuma in Thriller Bark, it was just kind of like we knew nothing about this character. He was just like a menacing presence. Now I'm like, whatever the world government did to Kuma, they need to burn. Like they need to burn. Like like they need to burn based off of a lot of other stuff. But like just for what they did to Kuma, spin the block on him 3 times. I'm not even gonna lie to you because like
it's fucked up.
He's so selfless, and it's kind of
Mm-hmm.
because of like his upbringing. I feel like he was always like this. Even if I feel like even if Kuma like wasn't a slave, he would still be like this. You see what
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
because of his dad. Yeah, because the way his
Right,
dad
because
raised him, for sure.
and his
100%.
teaching and dog, like I'm gonna be honest, like this was another chapter that like I just happened to stay away from spoilers because like people just weren't talking about it this week as much as last
Yeah,
week
because
because
it wasn't when the spoilers dropped, it wasn't as hype. We didn't get
yeah,
no
yeah,
like action. Like the spoilers only be popping if it's
like
extreme
crazy,
lore, like crazy lore or crazy action. When it's some like,
right?
not saying this is a mid chapter, but we kind of knew a lot of things that happened in this chapter were theorized by the community, and we've put this together, and it's just Oda just saying like, yeah, this is how it happened.
I honestly feel like this was one of the better chapters, even if like we don't talk about like action. There wasn't a lot of action that happened in here, but like for his
It was good
character and like
characterization, yeah, no,
for
for
the
sure.
lore and like also like timeline wise to figure out like when certain things happened. I like those
Mm-hmm.
chapters too. But man, I'm gonna be honest. Like going into this blind and seeing that panel of Kuma healing the villagers, like the elderly villagers, but then taking that pain,
Yeah, pulling Zoro.
dude.
Mm-hmm.
I really just had to stop for a second. I was
I,
like,
I didn't expect that because, like I said, I always was like, well, how is he Kuma the tyrant? Turns out the tyrant was the other side,
okay.
the
Mm-hmm.
side, and it was just propaganda per usual, like we suspected. That was a great panel. I don't know, man. And this is an incredible backstory, so I know where you're coming from. I just don't know why I'm not rocking with Kuma 100%. Maybe I need to
It's
go back
crazy.
to watch Thriller Bark because this is an incredible backstory.
Because I'm
Incredible backstory.
because I'm gonna tell you what.
This is like Doflamingo law level backstory.
Because I'm gonna tell you what, when I saw Kuma take the pain from these villagers, it immediately reminded me of what like Zoro did for Luffy.
Mm-hmm, for sure. And
Because
that's
like,
exactly what that panel looked like.
you know what I'm saying? And that's not and I understand that's probably not enough to sell you on the Kuma backstory. But I feel like it's all gonna culminate for you when it comes back into real time. Like
Probably so.
how his character finishes off, because me personally, I feel like there is no Bartholomew Kuma after Egghead. Like it because
Oh yeah, no, fuck no. He's
I feel like
done.
whatever he does when we get back to Egghead is gonna be like his final act.
See, I agree with Verson in the sense of the old revolutionaries will die in the sense of Kuma. I don't agree with that with Dragon. I think Dragon has to be in care. Like he dies at the end if Dragon dies
Yeah,
at all.
Dragon and Ivankov. I don't really see
Yeah, I just,
dying
and
anytime
also with
soon.
Eva, I can see Eva retiring if anything.
Oh
Like
yeah, for
I
sure.
don't, but Dragon's making it to the end. But I think the old version of the Freedom Fighters dies with Kuma at Egghead, and that's the incident where Dragon kills a Celestial, and it's like, oh, we're really at war. This is the Revolutionary Army, like taking frame. Because look, brother, you didn't save Jenny, so you gonna let Bonnie die by Saturn too? Come on, my nigga.
Now hold on. I don't want to put
Step
no
up,
allegation. I
step
don't want to
up.
put no allegations on Dragon right now because I'm not sure who took Ginny. You know what I'm saying?
And I hope,
I
who I hope it is? I hope it's Akainu, so the Dragon Akainu beef is just growing.
and it would kind of make it would I feel like the Akainu thing kind of makes sense because then it kind of gives more credence to when Akainu saw Bonnie after Blackbeard
Mm-hmm.
attacked her, and he was
And
like,
why he let her go.
right, and he was like,
Mm-hmm.
when I heard that you were still alive, I was shocked. And like that line never made sense to me because it's like, well, of course Bonnie was alive. She's been alive
Nah,
for a
he thought
while.
he was
But then
surprised
it's
she
like,
was born, nigga.
so I was like, okay. I see where we're going with this.
Fact, big fact though. But I did like seeing Kuma with his eyes under his hat. I will say that like when all right, I'll say this. I definitely started to like him towards the end, revolutionary Kuma, more so than priest man Kuma.
Clergyman Kuma?
Yeah, clergyman Kuma.
You ain't rocking with clergyman Kuma, bro.
I don't know. I don't think so. But see, with the hat on, the Kuma fit, with the eyes, I was like, okay, this is the first time we seeing his eyes. This is crazy. This nigga look dope. But also, gotta say, Oda dirty for keep making Dragon look like rocks. I'm gonna just keep saying that. That nigga dirty for that. Like, because these Dragon rocks theories will not end until we get closure on who the fuck rocks is.
Yeah, because I'm like, dude, Garp looks like Luffy, but Dragon looks nothing like Luffy at all. Like, at all. Like, I know it's like, yeah, I know that could possibly be the case in real life, but like in One Piece, everybody look like their mom and their daddy.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
All
saying?
right,
So
maybe. Okay, what if? And this is like a big stretch. Like, what if Dragon's mom is Rox's sister? Big stretch. Big stretch. Like,
it's not outside of the realm of possibility.
mm-hmm,
It's
mm-hmm.
possible.
That's a look. Also, the fact that Dragon was in the Marines, love that that's got confirmed. Love that. Gotta see what happens from that. Do you want to go into your Garp slander because of that line in this chapter?
I'm not even gonna go into Garp slander, but I'm just gonna go into Marine slander as a whole.
Mm,
A lot of Marines think that they're just in what they're doing, but
mm-hmm.
really all they're doing is being guard dogs for an oppressive system. Dragon has gotten out of the brainwashing. You see all the rest of the Marines, and especially Akainu, you see what Dr. Umar calls the coon chip. The Marines have the coon chip. The Marines have the coon chip installed in their heads, and you see Dragon was the only one to bypass its function, seeing that there was no justice there, and he was able to break free of his
Oppression.
coon programming and join and create the freedom fighters to possibly liberate people from their coon chip. You see what I'm saying?
that's that's hilarious. Because Umar kind of having a resurgence in 2023, which is insane. Check out Bros Who Think podcast. We'll be talking about that there. But
There's a lot of stuff going on right now, man.
that shit is crazy. But I will say, look, I like it. Also, his ship. Is it interesting that his ship looks different? His ship doesn't have the serpent that it does that he has now and doesn't have the same. Do we think that that's interesting? Do we think that he might not have his devil fruit now if he does have a serpent devil fruit? Also, if you notice, he doesn't have his tattoo now, which his tattoo may be a result of said devil fruit.
Yeah, because he doesn't have his tattoo. He doesn't have his tattoo when Kuma joins,
Yeah,
but
but he
he
has it
has this
later.
tattoo later on in the chapter, which is like
Mm-hmm.
in between that. Let me make sure I get
It's
this
it's
time right.
after the ship. It's at because the ship is pre 14 years ago, and then we get the 14 years ago at a certain kingdom, and he has his tattoo at that point when Jenny's captured.
But 14 years ago, Luffy was born around that time, or Luffy was born. Wait, Luffy's 19. 14 years ago, Luffy would be. Whoa, my math is gonna be off. Luffy would be 5.
Yeah, 5, something like that. Yeah, so he might have his devil fruit by then.
Yeah. So possibly. I wonder what I still wonder what this tattoo is like referring to. It might be a result of the devil fruit. Kind of
Because he
like
definitely showed us both sides of Dragon's face in this chapter on purpose to show us, hey, he didn't always have this damn tattoo. And then at the end, he made sure it was clear and visible. Also, he chose to show us the ship in the front of the ship, which we know Dragon ship has a serpent. Why did he choose to show us this shit? Like, I just think, the theories that people have that Dragon is this, mythological zone, god of the rain, god of the weather, serpent figure. I could see it. Would you be mad if there was
well,
two
actually,
serpent-like figures in One Piece, with Kaido being, the Chinese dragon and Dragon being this, like, I
like
don't
probably
like
the probably like the
Aztecian, yeah,
I see it.
serpent
Like I
thing.
mean, we got multiple. I mean, they got like multiple cat fruits. We have a saber tooth and we have like
True,
like a leopard. So I
true,
mean,
and we
like
don't
it's
complain about that shit. You right.
and then we have like two different type of dog fruits, the bull fruits. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
so, it might be the same family, just different
Different
species,
type of shit.
not
Yeah,
different species.
and
I'm
we
sorry,
definitely
but
got multiple birds because I mean Marco's a bird and
yeah,
and
and Pell's a
fucking
bird.
Pell's a bird. Exactly,
But
exactly.
what was I gonna say? There was something. I completely lost my train of thought. There was something
Oh, I also
interesting.
like how Oda gave the revs this is the crew spread.
Mm-hmm.
Gave the
Oh
freedom
yeah, that was
fighters like
hard.
yeah, that was
That
dope.
made me feel. That made me feel like Straw Hat vibes.
Mm-hmm. But he's been doing that recently. He did it with Rocks. He did it with Roger. He did it with the God Valley people. He did it with the Straw Hats. Did he do it? He did it with Shanks's crew.
Yeah, he
He,
did. He
he
did
he's
do it with
been
Shanks'
doing it
crew.
in the Egghead arc. Like he's been giving us a lot of spreads of these teams, letting us know the factions for the final war.
Hmm.
Very interesting though, and I like how they all have a uniform. They look very different now. I wonder why they look more together now? Do you think it's because they got bigger later on? Because they don't all have that uniform now. Them niggas wear what they want now. Sabo looking like Oliver Twist.
I think he was trying to go for a uniform type look, but then later they were like, you know what? There's like, I feel like that's the point of the Revolutionary Army though. Like I feel like he was trying to make them feel unified like the Marines, because
At
he
first,
was just
yeah.
coming off of like the
You're
Marines
right.
and how they thought. But then he was like, okay, this is a Revolutionary Army. Like people should be free to wear and express themselves how
Because
they want,
honestly, in
you
the
know?
14 years ago, they're not wearing the uniforms.
Right.
You got a good point. I
So
wonder what happened between the start and like. It's very interesting.
because also within that time, O'Hara
Oh,
happened, and
O'Hara
then
happens.
the
Yeah,
Great Pirate Age happened,
you're
and
right.
those two things were pretty much like the set point. So
Yeah, you're right. O'Hara did. Damn. So do you think O'Hara is the reason for the tattoo? Is like this is his promise to, save the world type shit? Because
I
he ain't
can't
have
call
the
it.
tattoo pre
I
O'Hara.
I can't call it.
It's very interesting.
Safe bet. I'm gonna say Devil Fruit, because I don't think Kaido has the because you know how like Kaido has like the little scale tattoo
Yeah, you're
like
right.
right here, but he doesn't have that until he eats the fruit,
You're
because we
right.
don't see him with that until
We don't
like
see
he
him with
eats the
that at
fruit later.
all. Yeah, no, you're right.
Like
You're
right.
right. You're right.
So it might be a result of the fruit. I mean,
All right, we can get into our bets unless you got anything else for the chapter.
there was something on my mind and I completely lost my train of thought. But
Oh, fuck
you
that
know,
bitch ass king. I'll say that nigga was sucking Celestial Dragon dick in this chapter.
hey, this king, well, I don't want to relate this to real life, but this king acting like somebody else, some other, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say no, names. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We keep it political, but only in the One Piece world on these reviews, people.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts. But read between the
uh,
lines. Jesus.
but I really like Jenny, to be honest. Like to be I really I feel like she's the anchor, even though like Kuma is very like he's a very like nice dude. I feel like you need a Jenny, and it
I
gets worse
liked how
every
she held
chapter.
him down. I will say that in the beginning when he was doing the stuff for the people and taking their pain, I
And she
liked
was
her
like,
response. Is like,
hold up, y'all can't come in here
y'all
and do this
can't
every
take
day.
advantage of him. Yeah, what's
Like,
wrong with y'all? We just doing this on Sunday. And see, maybe that's why I ain't fuck with Kuma, because it was like, man, I don't like all these old niggas rocking with you like that. I like Jenny though. Jenny put her foot down. She was like, also, why won't you marry me, you bitch ass nigga? Who cares about what the government think? And I was like, fuck yeah, Jenny. I like that type of attitude.
Also, just a side note, I think I also like Kuma just being a clergyman, because most times in anime, especially in the anime I've been recently watching with my friend Fate, there's a like every time you see like a Christian or like
Oh, they
somebody
bad.
depicted, like they're horrible people.
Oh yeah,
So
they're
it's actually
bad.
like nice to see a Christian or like a character following a kind of Christian-ish faith that is actually like a good person.
Because you had no faith. Oh my goodness.
It's a nice change of pace.
The preacher in Fate Zero, I think Kitsurugi's the good guy. Whoever the preacher is that Kitsurugi fight,
Uh
that nigga is a monster.
oh my god, and we just watched this. I get Karitsugu
That's
and
him. That's the gun nigga.
Karitsugu and what's the other dude's
That's the
name?
priest nigga that we both don't know his name.
Kiritsugu and
Yeah, no. Look.
Well, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, the priest nigga. Yeah, no,
yeah,
fuck
yeah,
that nigga.
yeah.
That nigga bad, bro. That's a bad guy.
Yeah,
But
they're horrible people.
let's see. Anything else in this chapter I'm missing? Shout out to Eva. Did his thing. Yeah, no, Guinea is 100% Bonnie's mom. Like, I don't know what the fuck we're doing. Like,
yeah.
like that's not Luffy mom. Can we put that to rest? Is that to rest? If
Hey.
Dragon took his girl, if Dragon took his friend girl, that's fucked up, nigga.
And you know what would make it even worse? If he took his gun after he lost his memories. Then Dragon really, Dragon really is a snake.
Because look, no, my thing is, like you said, we know Luffy alive in this panel, so it would have to be when he got his.
Yeah, it would have to be like It
Like,
can
yeah,
be. It
it's got
can
to
be
be like
Jenny.
now. Yeah, but then, you're exactly right. Like, it's not
Yeah, yeah.
Jenny for all
Oh,
you
I remember.
goofy mama people.
I remember what I wanted to say. So when you were talking about Dragon and him being a serpent, did you watch the recent anime episode this past week?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I
With the
think,
Sabo shit. Yeah, with the
bro,
calling
I
dragon
think
the insurrection
Insurgents,
serpent. That was
bro,
another thing I forgot about. You right. Glad you
is
brought that up.
that the first time we've got an epithet dropped
For
in the
Dragon, yep.
anime before the manga?
I don't think Oda
Because I
wanted
saw,
that shit to
bro,
happen.
because I saw that and I was reading it and I went past the scene and I was like, wait a minute, hold up.
That was
I was
important.
like, they've never called him that before.
Ever. Oda did not want that shit to happen.
I feel
That's
like
crazy.
that's a big hint. Like
Yeah,
that is a
big time.
very big hint.
Like I said, you come all of everything that happened this week. You combine that with the fact the ship is what's fucking me up, bro. The fact that we see Dragon in the Freedom Fighter ship with no snake, and we know when we saw that nigga last, he got a snake ship like the damn Kuja. Something right about that.
But I feel like this is like and not to compare it to the Going Merry, but like like how when we kind of got like even we got like the subtle hints with like the Sunny being the Straw Hat
The
ship,
sun, yeah,
like you know what
look.
I'm saying. So it's like I feel like this is the ship. I feel like this is the ship that they have like while they're trying to establish themselves, and then
That's
the
why the
black
snake
serpent
is the one that
is the one they have now. So it
that's
makes
him.
that's like literally a
Mm-hmm.
personification of him. So it makes a lot more sense now.
Mm-hmm. I'm
You know,
with you.
but
Yeah,
also they
I
didn't
forgot
have
about the anime. The anime
but
thing.
also they
That's
didn't
crazy.
also they didn't have funds, so this is probably all they could muster.
True. Just like the Straw Hats, though. Like you said, just like the Straw, because like the Mary was just, here, Usopp, take this, nigga.
Like they were lucky to get gifted the Mary, to be honest.
Facts. No, you
Like,
absolutely
you know
right.
what I'm saying? So
Dragon could be in that same exact situation. That's a big fact. And the serpent thing is what represents him now. So we shall see. But that shit is crazy. All right, let's get to the bets. All right. I don't know if this is a big bet. I'm betting Akainu took Jenny and we see a little Akainu dragon beat. And we start that shit up. If it's not him, it's Saturn. Because we gotta tie this back to right now. So I'm saying Akainu or Saturn takes Jenny, and that leads small bet. We see Dragon fight next chapter, which is like the craziest thing because like we should have seen this nigga fight, but we have not yet. So, and he's
him
holding it off
fighting in
for
a
a reason.
flashback before. Nah, you know how Oda is.
I
Oda going to
know.
ambiguously make this man fight. So we gotta wonder if that's his ability or not.
So for chapter 1100, we gonna see the move for real. But small bet he fights. I don't feel like that's happening. I feel like my first one gonna happen more than that one. But we gotta throw it out there. What you got?
So actually, I like your big bet, but I would say who actually captures them is a God Knight.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Then
Ties it back to that too.
then this starts the PTSD of Dragon being like the real fight don't begin until we start with them.
Fighting them
if
niggas.
Dragon had to scrap with a God Knight to
Did
get
he know?
Jenny back,
Did he know? Yeah, I like that.
But like I guess I would say my small bet is next chapter. We either I think next chapter Jenny is actually like on the verge of like death or something. But I also feel like we get Jenny, Kuma, and Vegapunk and how they all meet. And then maybe we start to get into that. Because me personally, I feel like this flashback chapter, I feel like it has to end on 1100. You feel me? So I feel like we have two. I feel like we have, because what is this? 1097, right? So I feel like we have two more chapters. The next chapter we get, it should be like talking about Kuma and how he met Vegapunk and maybe
I was thinking it ends next chapter, like officially in the stuff you talking about with the Vegapunk stuff happens in 299, leading us back to, and we get to Egghead in 299 as well. Whereas in chapter 1100, either Dragon or Kuma pops up, or both. Maybe both.
Oh, like it's half.
Yeah, it's like a half situation.
Yeah.
Yep. But I definitely think I definitely think next week the revolutionary part of it comes to a close to where 1099 we get Kuma making the decision to go with Vegapunk, and then we getting back to here.
I
At
don't
least
even know.
that's what I'm predicting.
At this point, I don't even know. I don't even know what's about to happen. I really
It's
thought.
crazy. Like
I
we
really
could, we
thought
could.
Jenny. I really thought Jenny was about to die straight up.
I
Like,
still think she died. Look, I'm still the kind of thing you said earlier. That's the reason why I got the bet going. Like,
because
you're
then it's
absolutely
also
right.
because then it's also like look, man, as much as I don't like the clone theories, because when Stussy came out that she was a clone of Buckingham Stussy,
That worked, but that's too much. I'm with you. Like, yeah, we don't
you
need
know what
that
I'm
much.
saying? Like I can maybe see
Oh, but
Bonnie
shit.
being a clone of Jenny. Maybe that's a
What
big
if that's
maybe.
the one that he knew he could do it?
Ooh.
Like, what if that's the like? Cause see, you just made me think of that. Like his gift to Kuma. Like, I know that you're about to do this, so for you, I'm gonna give you a kid before you do it, and I'll make sure she's okay. Type of shit. And maybe that's why Bonnie was crying like that, because she a clone of Jenny.
Right. I mean,
Damn, that's
but then
not
I'd
a
be like,
bad one.
but then I'd be like, damn, that's really not his daughter then.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
it's
Like
his,
it is,
it
like it
is.
is, but it's
It's
you
his
know,
lover.
like that's like I mean, it's not.
That's
It's
just as
it's
impactful, you know.
yeah. I mean, it's
Yo,
Japan, so I mean,
man, I ain't being like that. I meant like that's like his wife, nigga. Like that's his wife
no,
is
I
like,
know,
you
I
know.
know.
So like, that's still sentiment. Like he's still taking care. It's not like he about
Yeah, I
to
know.
fuck her. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm sorry, I got PTSD from Seven Deadly Sins.
jeez, then this guy.
I got PTSD, man. Hey, look, you got to be careful around these mangaka, man. You don't know who they're hanging around with.
They're a little more wholesome than these other niggas, man.
Hey, I don't know what his homies be whispering in his ear
True,
sometimes.
true. You're right.
Hey,
We
look,
don't
we
know
love
these
you.
niggas.
We love
Yeah.
you, Oda, but maybe you need to get a better circle of friends. I'm sorry.
Oh man, but that's pretty much everything. Jazz, tell the people where they can follow you at on social media.
You can follow me on Twitter, Real Jazzy Boy. You can follow me on Instagram, Jazzy Boy. You can follow me on TikTok, Cornell D God.
Yes, sir. Y'all make sure to follow Jazz. Y'all can follow me at LMBWT. Follow Bros Who Think at Bros Who Think. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube. We're going to have videos coming. When Version comes back, we'll do a Kuma video. We'll have a bunch of stuff coming out, so be on the lookout for that. Until next time, y'all have a good one, and peace.